Hello out there. So I am back to do another vlog. I got a couple of questions, right? It's a little bit chilly here, so I'm trying to stay warm. I got a couple of questions since I posted my first video yesterday, which is absolutely awesome. Part of the reason why I'm doing this vlog is I really do want to create that conversation. So if you have questions, please don't hesitate to ask them. Um, if you're a little bit shy and you don't want to ask them right below in comments, send me an email within the Yahoo system, or the YouTube system, and I will answer them for you. So one of the questions I got asked is, what exactly is gestational surrogacy? And I figured the best way to explain that, the most clear way, is to explain to you the two types of surrogacy. There is traditional surrogacy and there is gestational surrogacy. In traditional surrogacy, the woman's ovum is artificially inseminated with the sperm of either the intended father or from a sperm donor. So the surrogate mother is biologically related to the resulting child. In gestational surrogacy, the egg is either harvested from the intended mother or used, or an egg donor's egg is used, and the sperm is harvested from the intended father or a sperm donor's sperm is used, and they are fertilized in vitro. And then the embryos themselves are implanted into the gestational surrogate's uterus. So there's no genetic tie between the gestational surrogate and the resulting child. So I am wanting to be a gestational surrogate. I'm not wanting there to be a biological tie between me and the child. Of course, I'm going to nurture it and care for it as if it were my own while it's inside me. But the child's not mine. And basically, I'll cook it and love it and nurture it for 9 months, and then return it to its rightful parents, because I'm not the rightful parent. I believe God has blessed me with the ability to have easy pregnancies and relatively easy labors and births, and I do believe that we need to share our blessings. That's my husband's and my kind of personal philosophy on things there. So, why did I choose gestational surrogacy? And there's so many children out there who want to be adopted or who need to be adopted. There are, and I do totally agree with that there are many children out there that could benefit from adoption. But adoption isn't for everyone. Just like surrogacy isn't for everyone. It's a personal choice. There is a lot of screening that goes into becoming a gestational or becoming a surrogate, period, and to becoming intended parents as well. Sometimes people want to have a child that is genetically theirs. Sometimes the timelines required for our traditional adoption systems are lengthy, very, very lengthy. There's many reasons. I'm not an intended parent, and so it's hard for me to speak to why somebody would go the route of surrogacy. I would love to hear from an intended parent, if any of them are out there watching, as to why they chose surrogacy. My guess, and again, I'm not an intended parent, and so I'm just going on what I've read and so on, is that sometimes you want a child that is genetically yours, or you have had a hand in creating. So even if you're using an egg from a donor or sperm from a donor, you have had a hand in creating said child. Um, and there's something to be said for that. I think there is a definite place for both of them. And one of the fabulous things about the world that we live in now is that our reproductive technology is absolutely phenomenal. And gone are the days where, at least here in Canada and in the States, that it was really looked down on, um, people using surrogates. And I do agree that there are a lot of children out there who may possibly who definitely need to be adopted. There definitely are some children out there who need to be adopted. But that's not a choice for everyone. And yeah, I'm sure that was as clear as mud. Truth be told, if I was in the same boat, I would be more apt to use a surrogate than I would to adopt a child. Um, Nothing against the children out there who need or want to be adopted, but to be able to have a hand in the child's creation, um, to be able to experience some of the parts of the child's pregnancy and that 9 months of growth, and to be able to experience the excitement of the ultrasounds. And you know, I would be apt to go the route of surrogacy myself. And so I guess I can understand it from that side of things. So a little update on what is going on with me. I still don't have intended parents. Haven't even, yeah, I don't have intended parents. I just know that I'm embarking on this journey and hoping it will work out. No, I really do know that it will. I know that there's a real shortage of surrogates out there. Um, because not everybody who applies gets approved, which is, something else to kind of take into consideration. But I did get a very short email from my agency yesterday, asking me what my timeline was. And I said, I'm good to go. Whenever you're ready, I'm ready. Yeah, it's the waiting game is interesting. Um, yeah, so I went for a good long walk with my husband last night. Um, we live in a part of Canada where we have, not too far from our house, we have a trail right along the water. and, and we went for a walk on this trail thinking that there would be an out, right? Like there would be an exit or an on-ramp to get onto the trail. Yeah, no. Um, we ended up a fair distance away from our house, at which time when we got there, we're tired and yeah. So, anyways, we had to keep on walking to find our way home. It was quite funny, but we were taking Toby for a walk. But it was really, really funny. Because we haven't lived in this area for that long, so we still don't know all the wonderfulness that is out there to discover. And we were actually quite surprised at the distance between the on and off of this path. And there was like makeshift on and off, but we were looking for an actual on and off. But yeah, so I am hoping that we will hear from the agency again today. And when we do, or if we do, I will make another video if I don't talk to you before then. I look forward to spending time with you. Please remember, hit that little yellow button up there if you're watching this on my channel, or over there if you're not, and subscribe. Also, please rate and comment. I like to know that you're out there watching and you're liking what you're seeing, or if there's something that you'd like me to talk about. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.